Hey guys, so these surprisingly simple things men do with their bodies that women love actually tap into the law of masculine and feminine polarity. Men and women are different animals. I know that, you know that. You know how you love when she tosses her hair or flutters her eyelashes in a feminine way, or walks with what seems like an exaggerated swing of her hips. Essentially, you know how women do certain things with their bodies that make you kind of good crazy and a little hot under the collar? Well, men do things that women love as well. Whether she's just recently become interested in you or you've been together for a while, let's look at some of the surprisingly simple things men do with their bodies that women love. And the one thing too many men do with their bodies that women really don't love. And it's so subtle, but it's such a major turnoff, especially if you're in IT or a gamer. Welcome to Just the Tip Tuesday. So the reason why these simple things that men do with their bodies that women love are so impactful on women's emotions and our desire for you as men is because they amplify your masculinity, manliness, physical strength, and your desire for us. So let's go through these. Number 1, run your hand through your hair, or if you've got a shaved head or you're bald, run your hand over your head. For whatever reason, this really turns us on. 2, stroke your jawline or beard. Do women have beards? Not the ones you're interested in. Number 3, slightly tilt your head and raise an eyebrow at her in an amusement way or appraisingly. Maybe even shake your head in mock disapproval. Number 4, put your hands behind your head, lean back, ooh, ab workout, and shake your head at her, or just look at her with amusement or like you know a secret about her, a naughty secret, until she says what? And then you just shake your head like you're not telling. Similarly, number 5, look at her without constraint, potentially with desire, as though you know a naughty little secret about her, or you're making one up in your head. Number 6, similarly, nod your head at her approvingly as you check her out from top to bottom or from back to front. Of course, these all assume she has an interest or attraction to you. Number 7, now this is one any guy can do, even if you're not sure she's interested in you, and this might tip her over the edge to become interested in you, and that is to lift anything heavy. Now, if she is interested in you, this might include her. But if you can lift something, that shows your physical strength as a man. And or display any difficult physical task. Number 8, pull her toward you and or wrap your arms around her from behind. Now again, obviously this depends on how close you already are or where you are in the courting stage, etc. Number 9, take her hand, give it a little squeeze, and lead her somewhere. Again, as I mentioned in another video, men are physically stronger than women. Even if you're the same size, your grip strength is about 30% greater than ours is, and that shows your masculine strength and leadership. Number 10, this one makes her swoon. If you're at the stage, hold her face in your hands and look deeply into her eyes for an uncomfortable moment before you kiss her. This shows you being in control of the situation and of yourself and a little bit of her. Here's another one. Now this one is really impressive, but she's got to have an attraction to you. And this is where you box her in against a wall. Now I know that sounds aggressive, but if she's interested in you, she's going to feel feminine She's going to feel vulnerable, and she's going to feel very attracted to you. So this is when you put one arm up against the wall and you're leaning in, or if you're getting ready to potentially kiss her, maybe you've got two arms up against the wall around her, and she's feeling protected and vulnerable and warm in places. Just saying. Number 12. Then I'm going to give you the turn off and a bonus turn on, which is surprising, and any guy can do it with practice. Okay, number 12. Toss her on the bed and ravage her. Okay, so obviously she's going to have to want you, but if you're at that stage where she does want you and you take control of the situation without scaring her, then she's going to feel ready, willing, and wanting to submit to your masculine leadership in the bedroom. Okay, so what's the major turnoff? So many guys do this, especially nowadays, and it's slouching. Slouching shows you to be uninterested and or lazy and or unfit and or depressed and definitely not confident. So if you spend a lot of time hunched over a computer or gaming all day, then you're going to develop tech neck, and that makes you slouch forward, and it's just such a subtle turnoff. So if that's you, then definitely start working on your posture right away. And there's some really simple exercises you can do. Actually, if you stick with me to the end, I'll give you the best one you can do that will help you reverse that tech neck that's just so unattractive and not good for you, by the way. Because not only will better posture make you feel healthier, more life adapted, more interested, and less depressed, it has a positive effect on your psychology in all other areas of your life. Because remember, our psychology affects our physiology, and our physiology affects our psychology. Okay, now the bonus tip. Mwah. Reversing into a parking spot using the old-fashioned way. One hand on the steering wheel, one hand on the back of her seat, looking backwards. Now, if you can do that, that's super hot. Not only are you palming the steering wheel with control, but men and women also have different aptitudes, whether by nature or nurture, in spatial and geographical placement in the world. Men are typically better at figuring out where we are and navigating that kind of space. I'm not sure if I'm saying it correctly, but hopefully you know what I mean. So when you display this masculine trait, not only does it amplify your masculinity, but it also amplifies her femininity, activating the law of polarity. And in fact, when you drive with just one hand or a couple fingers on the steering wheel and your other hand behind her neck rest, maybe even tickling her neck a little bit, or stroking it, grazing it, then that's going to be a super turn on for her. She might just slip right out of that seat for you. Okay, so which of these simple things that men do with their bodies that women love do you do? Did I miss any that you know work to turn women on? If you do, comment below. And if you don't, remember, life begins outside your comfort zone. So start trying some of these things today. Thanks for being here. God bless.